Every person carries a quiet brilliance within. This brilliance is not loud. It does not shout for attention. It waits patiently. It waits for you to notice it. Your inner genius is the part of you that dreams big. It is the part that imagines a better life. It is the part that solves problems in unique ways. It shows up in your ideas. It shows up in your curiosity. It shows up in your desire to grow. But most people never unlock it. They believe genius belongs only to a few chosen minds. They believe genius is something you are born with. They believe genius is rare. The truth is gentle. Your inner genius is already alive inside you. You simply have to wake it up. You wake it up by becoming aware of your potential. You wake it up by trusting your abilities. You wake it up by allowing your mind to open. This book is your journey toward that awakening. Each chapter will guide you deeper into your own mind. Each chapter will show you a new way to think about yourself. Each chapter will help you uncover the brilliance you forgot you had. Your genius is not far away. It is right here. It is waiting for your attention. In the first chapter, we begin by exploring the first step, the discovery of the hidden power within you. Chapter 1. The Hidden Power Within. Inside every human being lives a silent force. This force is not always visible. It does not appear in loud moments. It appears in the quiet spaces of your mind. It appears when you stop running from yourself. It appears when you finally decide to look inward. This hidden power is your inner genius. It is the spark that helps you think differently. It is the light that guides you when life feels confusing. It is the voice that whispers new ideas into your thoughts. Many people never meet this part of themselves. They move through life on the surface. They follow routines without questioning. They repeat old patterns because they feel familiar. But deep down, something waits. Something soft. Something powerful. Something full of possibility. Your inner genius is not a gift for a few special souls. It is a natural part of being human. You were created with the ability to imagine. You were created with the ability to learn. You were created with the ability to transform yourself. This chapter invites you to step into this truth. Look at your life so far. Think about the times when you surprised yourself. Maybe you solved a problem when you felt stuck. Maybe you had an idea that changed your path. Maybe you helped someone in a way that even amazed you. Those moments were not accidents. They were reminders of the power inside you. Your inner genius does not show itself through perfection. It shows itself through curiosity. It shows itself through effort. It shows itself through courage when you trust your thoughts. When you trust your imagination. When you trust that you can grow. Your hidden power begins to rise. The world often teaches us to doubt ourselves. It teaches us to compare our journey with others. It teaches us to believe that only a few people are talented. But these ideas are illusions. Genius is not about being the best. Genius is about becoming more aware of who you truly are. You unlock your inner power when you stop shrinking. You unlock it when you stop waiting for permission. You unlock it when you allow yourself to take up space in your own life. Your mind is capable of incredible things. It can create new thoughts. It can reshape old beliefs. It can imagine futures that do not exist yet. Your hidden genius grows every time you ask a question. It grows every time you try something new. It grows every time you refuse to give up. Your thoughts are seeds. When you feed them with hope, they rise. When you feed them with curiosity, they bloom. When you feed them with courage, they become powerful. The more you explore your inner world, the more you discover. You start noticing ideas you ignored before. You start understanding patterns in your behavior. You start recognizing strengths you did not know you had. Your hidden power becomes clearer with self-reflection. It becomes stronger with self-belief. It becomes brighter with self-trust. But this journey begins with awareness. Awareness is the key that opens the door. When you become aware of your thoughts, you begin to guide them. When you become aware of your fears, you begin to soften them. When you become aware of your dreams, you begin to follow them. Awareness is the first step. It is the moment you stop living on autopilot. It is the moment you choose to be present. It is the moment you decide that your life deserves your full attention. Your hidden genius has been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to slow down, waiting for you to listen, waiting for you to trust yourself enough to explore your own depth. In this chapter, you have taken the first step. You have opened the door, even if just a little. You have acknowledged that your power exists. Now you are ready for the next chapter. The next chapter reveals how belief shapes the strength of your inner genius. It shows how your mind becomes what you tell it. It guides you toward unlocking the true force that lives within you. Chapter 2. Believe you are capable. Belief is the root of every great achievement. It is the quiet foundation beneath every step you take. It is the inner voice that says you can move forward even when the path feels heavy. Your inner genius grows or hides depending on what you believe about yourself. If you believe you are weak, your mind closes. If you believe you are strong, your mind opens. Belief shapes the world you see. Belief shapes the choices you make. Belief shapes the future you create. Many people wait for proof before they believe in themselves. They wait for success. They wait for praise. They wait for someone else to tell them they are worthy. But inner genius does not grow from outside approval. It grows from internal trust. You must choose to believe in yourself before the world believes in you. This belief is not loud. It is not arrogant. It is steady. It is gentle. It whispers that you are capable of learning. It whispers that you are capable of growing. It whispers that you are capable of rising even after you fall. When you believe in your own abilities, everything shifts. Your thoughts become clearer. Your energy becomes stronger. Your actions become more confident. Your dreams become more reachable. Belief is the seed. Action is the sunlight. Effort is the water. Your genius blooms when all three come together. Think about the times you doubted yourself. Think about how those doubts slowed you down. Think about how many opportunities you avoided because fear felt louder than faith. Now imagine the same moments with belief guiding you. Imagine saying to yourself that you can try. Imagine reminding yourself that you can learn. Imagine trusting that you can handle what comes next. Belief does not remove challenges. Belief prepares you to face them. Belief turns fear into courage. Belief turns confusion into clarity. Belief turns hesitation into action. Every person who created something meaningful started with belief. They believed in their thoughts. They believed in their dreams. They believed in their abilities, even when others did not understand them. Your inner genius needs that same belief from you, not because you are perfect, not because you know everything, but because you are willing to grow. Belief is a decision you can make each day. You can wake up and say you are capable. You can wake up and say you will try. You can wake up and say you deserve progress. When you practice this inner trust, something powerful happens. Your mind becomes more open. Your imagination becomes more active. Your courage becomes stronger. Slowly, your inner genius begins to shine. Belief is the bridge between who you are now and who you can become. You do not need to cross it in a single day. You only need to take one small step at a time. Each step strengthens your confidence. Each step reminds you of your potential. Each step shows you that you are more capable than you once believed. Let this chapter guide you to a new way of thinking. Choose belief over doubt. Choose courage over fear. Choose growth over hesitation. Your inner genius is waiting for you to trust yourself. In the next chapter, we explore the power that fuels this growth, the power of curiosity, and how it becomes your greatest superpower. Chapter 3. Curiosity is your superpower. Curiosity is the spark that wakes up your inner genius. It is the natural desire to explore. It is the soft pull towards something new. It is the gentle question that asks, what if? Curiosity opens doors that logic alone cannot unlock. It leads you into ideas you never expected. It leads you into experiences that shape your growth. It leads you into the deeper parts of yourself. When you stay curious, you stay alive from within. Your mind becomes active. Your imagination becomes brighter. Your thoughts begin to expand beyond the ordinary. Curiosity is not just a feeling. Curiosity is a a force that guides you toward discovery, a force that helps you see the world differently, a force that keeps your inner genius awake even when life feels routine. Many people lose curiosity as they grow older. They stop asking questions. They stop exploring. They stop wondering about the world. They begin to accept things as they are. They choose comfort over discovery. But genius never grows in comfort. Genius grows in the unknown. Genius grows in exploration. Genius grows when you dare to ask why and what if curiosity comes from a childlike mindset. Children are not afraid to ask questions. They are not afraid to be wrong. They are not afraid to learn. That openness makes their minds powerful. Your inner genius wants you to return to that openness. It wants you to question things. It wants you to explore ideas. It wants you to remain a student of life. Curiosity can appear in many ways. It can appear as a sudden interest in a topic. It can appear as a desire to learn a new skill. It can appear as a question that keeps coming back to your mind. It can appear as a feeling that there is something more to discover. Every time curiosity calls, your genius is speaking. It is guiding you toward something meaningful. It is guiding you toward growth. When you follow curiosity, your world expands. You begin to see possibilities you ignored before you begin to notice patterns you did not understand earlier. You begin to develop insights that feel fresh and powerful. Curiosity is the starting point of all innovation. Every great discovery began with a simple question. Every breakthrough began with a spark of wonder. Every creative idea grew from the courage to explore the unknown. Curiosity gives you freedom. The freedom to learn without judgment. The freedom to try without fear. The freedom to experiment without worrying about perfection. When you allow yourself to explore, you unlock new parts of your mind. You might discover talents you did not know you had. You might discover ideas that reshape your path. You might discover strengths that surprise you. Curiosity also helps you stay present. It keeps your mind awake. It brings freshness into your daily life. It turns ordinary moments into opportunities for learning. A curious person sees beauty where others see routine. A curious person sees potential where others see limits. A curious person sees growth where others see the same old patterns. To strengthen your curiosity, give yourself permission to explore. Ask questions without feeling embarrassed. Try new activities without fear of failing. Read about ideas that interest you. Talk to people with different perspectives. Observe the world with more attention. Every small act of curiosity expands your inner world. Sometimes, curiosity leads you toward challenges. You might discover truths that push you out of your comfort zone. You might learn things that require you to grow. You might face situations that demand courage. But these moments are gifts. They deepen your wisdom. They sharpen your intuition. They strengthen your inner genius. Curiosity also connects you with your true self. It helps you understand what inspires you. It helps you notice what drains you. It helps you discover what makes your heart feel alive. Through curiosity, you learn who you are becoming. You learn what kind of life you want to build. You learn what matters most to you. Your inner genius thrives when you let your mind wander. It thrives when you explore ideas without trying to control them. It thrives when you stay open to learning from everything around you. Curiosity does not require perfection. It only requires presence. It only requires willingness. It only requires the courage to explore. Let your curiosity grow stronger day by day. Let it guide you gently. Let it take you beyond your limits. Let it show you new paths within yourself. Your inner genius becomes powerful when you stay curious. In the next chapter, we explore an important connection. How following what makes you come alive awakens your genius even more. Chapter 4. Focus on what makes you come alive. There is a moment in every person's life when something lights up inside them. It may happen when you work on a project you love. It may happen when you talk about a subject that excites you. It may happen when you imagine a future that feels true to your heart. This feeling is powerful. It is warm. It is energetic. It is the spark that tells you who you really are. That spark is the voice of your inner genius. Your inner genius becomes strongest when you focus on what makes you feel alive, not what others expect from you, not what society tells you to choose, not what fear pushes you toward. You awaken your deepest potential when you choose what makes your soul feel awake. Most people ignore this spark. They silence it because of doubt. They bury it under obligations. They walk away from it because it feels risky. But genius cannot grow in a life that feels dull. Genius needs passion. Genius needs enthusiasm. Genius needs purpose. When you follow what brings you joy, you give your genius space to breathe. Think about the moments when you feel fully present. Moments when you forget about time. Moments when your mind feels clear. Moments when your energy rises. These moments are not random. They reveal the path that leads to your inner genius. Focus is the bridge between inspiration and achievement. When you give your attention to what matters to you, your life changes. You stop wasting energy on things that drain you. You stop running in circles. You stop chasing goals that do not belong to you. Your focus becomes a tool that shapes your destiny. What makes you come alive may be small at first. It may be a simple hobby. It may be a topic you love learning about. It may be a skill you enjoy practicing. Do not ignore it. That small spark can grow into something extraordinary. Every passion begins as a whisper. Every calling begins as a quiet pull. Your genius begins in places where your heart feels awake. When you focus on what excites you, your motivation becomes natural. You do not have to push yourself. You do not have to force discipline. The work itself becomes energy. The journey itself becomes joy. This is how genius grows. Not through pressure, not through perfection, but through passion. Following what makes you alive also strengthens your resilience. When challenges come, you keep going because the path matters to you. When obstacles appear, you do not quit easily because your heart is involved. Passion gives you endurance. Passion gives you courage. Passion gives you direction when everything else feels uncertain. Your inner genius wants you to listen to your excitement. It wants you to follow the activities that increase your energy. It wants you to move closer to the parts of life that make you feel vibrant. This is not selfish. This is not unrealistic. This is alignment. When you align your life with what you love, you become more creative. You become more focused. You become more powerful. Sometimes you may not know exactly what makes you come alive. That is normal. You do not need immediate clarity. You only need willingness to explore. Try new things. Experiment with new ideas. Pay attention to what feels right. Notice what feels wrong. Slowly, your path becomes clearer. Your heart always knows the truth. Your spark always guides you. To focus on what makes you come alive, you must also let go of what dims your light. Let go of activities that drain your energy. Let go of environments that make you shrink. Let go of habits that keep you stuck. Let go of goals that no longer feel meaningful. When you create space, your genius rises. When you remove the noise, your spark glows brighter. Every day, choose something that awakens your inner fire. Read something inspiring. Work on something meaningful. Talk about something you love. Practice something you want to master. These small choices build a life that feels true to who you are. Focusing on what makes you come alive is not a luxury. It is a responsibility to yourself. Because when you feel alive, you grow. When you grow, you inspire others. When you inspire others, your inner genius becomes a gift to the world. Let this chapter remind you of the truth within you. The light inside you grows brightest when you choose passion over fear. In the next chapter, we explore the next step in awakening your genius. The power of practicing every day, and how consistency turns your spark into strength. Chapter 5. Practice every day. Genius is not created in one moment. Genius grows through steady steps. Genius becomes stronger through daily practice. Every great skill begins as something small. Every master was once a beginner. Every expert once struggled. What set them apart was not luck, it was consistency. It was their quiet promise to show up again and again. Practice is the heartbeat of your inner genius. It builds your strength. It sharpens your mind. It deepens your understanding. Even when you do not see progress, practice is working silently within you. Each attempt teaches you something new. Each day you show up, you build a stronger foundation. Each effort, even the smallest one, becomes a brick in the structure of your growth. Most people expect big results quickly. They want instant success. They want visible improvement. They want recognition right away. But genius does not grow in a rush. Genius grows in patience. Genius grows in repetition. Genius grows in the moments when no one is watching. Daily practice is not about perfection. It is about presence. It is about showing your inner genius that you care enough to keep going. When you practice every day, you train your mind to stay focused. You train your heart to stay committed. You train your energy to move in one direction. You may feel unmotivated on some days. You may feel tired. You may feel uncertain. You may feel like your progress is slow. These feelings are natural, but genius is built when you continue. Even on those days, your consistency shows your determination. Your effort becomes a message to yourself, a message that says you are growing even when progress feels invisible. Think of practice like drops of water shaping a stone. One drop means little, but many drops, over time, create change. Your daily effort works the same way. It slowly shapes your abilities. It gently reshapes your identity. It transforms you into someone stronger. Practice also builds confidence. The more you repeat something, the more familiar it feels. The more familiar it feels, the easier it becomes. The easier it becomes, the more naturally your genius flows through you. Confidence is not a gift. Confidence is earned through practice. To practice every day, you do not need long hours. You only need intention. You need a promise to yourself, a promise to move forward, even a little. A few minutes of practice can still move your life in a powerful direction. What matters is not the size of your effort. What matters is the consistency of your effort. Some days your practice will feel smooth. Other days it will feel difficult. Both days count. Both days matter. Both days push your genius forward. Daily practice also brings clarity. As you repeat your actions, you begin to understand yourself better. You learn what works for you. You learn what does not work for you. You learn what inspires you. You learn what drains you. This clarity points you toward your true path. Practice teaches you patience. It teaches you discipline. It teaches you humility. It teaches you that progress is a long journey, not a quick race. Your inner genius needs these qualities to grow. Without them, your talent stays quiet. With them, your talent becomes powerful. There will be moments when you want to quit. Moments when fear speaks louder than courage. Moments when doubt tries to hold you back. Those moments are not signs of weakness. They are signs that you are growing. Growth often feels uncomfortable. But discomfort is not a barrier. Discomfort is a doorway that leads to your next level. When you practice every day, you teach your mind to move through frustration. You teach your spirit to stay strong. You teach your heart to stay committed to your dreams. This daily commitment becomes the rhythm of your genius. Let daily practice be your quiet promise to yourself. A promise that you will grow. A promise that you will learn. A promise that you will not give up on your potential. With each day of practice, your inner genius becomes louder. With each day of practice, your abilities sharpen. With each day of practice, you move closer to the person you are meant to become. In the next chapter, we explore how every mistake becomes a teacher, and how learning from failures turns your practice into power. Chapter 6. Learn from failures. Failure is a moment every human meets. It arrives quietly or suddenly. It can shake your confidence. It can confuse your heart. It can make you doubt your abilities. But failure is not the end. Failure is a message. It is a guide. It is a teacher. Your inner genius grows when you listen to this teacher with an open mind. Many people treat failure as a sign of weakness. They see it as proof that they are not good enough. They see it as a reason to stop trying. But failure holds a different truth. It shows you what is not working. It shows you where you need to grow. It shows you the parts of your journey that need more attention. Failure does not break your genius. Failure shapes your genius. Think about any skill you have learned in your life. At the beginning, you made mistakes. You took wrong steps. You felt unsure. But every mistake helped you become better. Every wrong turn taught you something new. Every moment of doubt pushed you to understand more. Failure is not the opposite of progress. It is part of progress. It carries lessons you cannot learn by success alone. Failure teaches you humility. It reminds you that you are still learning. It reminds you that growth takes time. It reminds you that every great journey begins with confusion. Humility is important because it keeps your mind open. It helps you accept guidance. It helps you see new possibilities. It helps you stay grounded even when success arrives later. Failure also teaches you courage. Every time you rise after falling, your courage becomes stronger. Every time you keep trying, your spirit becomes tougher. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the choice to move forward even when fear is present. Your inner genius becomes brighter every time you choose courage over fear. Failure teaches you clarity. When something does not work, you understand what you truly want. You become more aware of your purpose. You become more aware of your strengths. You become more aware of your values. Clarity helps you make better decisions. Clarity gives direction to your inner genius. Another gift of failure is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back. It is the power to keep going when life becomes heavy. It is the strength to stand tall even when the world pushes you down. Resilience grows only through experience. It grows when you face challenges. It grows when you do not quit. It grows when you allow every fall to teach you instead of defeat you. Failure also teaches you creativity. When one path fails, you look for new paths. You search for fresh ideas. You explore different possibilities. Your mind opens to options you never considered before. Creativity is most alive when you are searching for a way forward. This search awakens your inner genius in powerful ways. Failure can feel painful in the moment. It can hurt your pride. It can shake your confidence. But pain is temporary. The lessons you gain stay with you forever. Every lesson becomes a part of your wisdom. Every lesson becomes a part of your strength. Every lesson becomes a tool your inner genius uses to rise higher. When failure arrives, do not hide from it. Sit with it. Understand it. Ask yourself what it is trying to show you. Every failure carries a message. Sometimes it tells you to change your approach. Sometimes it tells you to be more patient. Sometimes it tells you to trust yourself more. Sometimes it tells you to try again with a new perspective. Learning from failure requires honesty. You must look at your actions with clarity. You must accept what went wrong. You must understand how you can grow. Honesty helps you turn failure into wisdom. Honesty strengthens your inner genius. Failure also teaches you the value of effort. It reminds you that success is not instant. It reminds you that progress takes time. It reminds you that mastery requires patience. Your inner genius grows slowly, like a seed becoming a tree. Failure is part of the soil that nourishes this growth. When you embrace failure instead of fearing it, something powerful happens. You become unstoppable. You stop worrying about what others think. You stop holding back your ideas. You stop measuring yourself with perfection. You become someone who learns, adapts, and keeps moving. Your inner genius rises in the moments when you choose growth over shame. It rises when you choose courage over fear. It rises when you choose effort over quitting. This chapter invites you to see failure in a new light, not as a barrier, but as a stepping stone, not as a punishment, but as a teacher, not as an ending, but as a beginning. In the next chapter, we explore the importance of protecting your mind. Because once you learn from failure, you must guard your thoughts and create a space where your inner genius can continue to grow. Chapter 7. Protect your mind. Your mind is the home of your inner genius. It is the place where ideas grow. It is the place where dreams are born. It is the place where courage begins. Because of this, your mind needs protection. It needs care. It needs gentle attention. It needs a safe environment to think clearly and create freely. Many people protect their homes. They protect their money. They protect their bodies. But they forget to protect their mind. They allow negativity to enter easily. They allow doubt to stay too long. They allow fear to control their actions. They allow comparison to shrink their confidence. Your mind becomes what you allow inside it. If you fill it with fear, fear will grow. If you fill it with doubt, doubt will grow. If you fill it with hope, hope will grow. If you fill it with strength, strength will grow. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your thoughts shape your decisions. Your thoughts shape your inner genius. Protecting your mind starts with awareness. You must notice the thoughts that weaken you. You must notice the thoughts that drain your energy. You must notice the thoughts that stop your progress. Once you notice them, you gain power over them. You learn that you can choose different thoughts. You learn that you can create a healthier mental space. One of the biggest threats to the mind is negativity. Negativity can come from people. It can come from situations. It can come from old memories. It can come from your own inner voice. Negativity makes your genius quiet. It makes your ideas heavy. It makes your dreams feel unreachable. To protect your mind, you must limit negativity with intention. You can start by observing the people around you. Some people lift your energy. Some people drain your energy. Some people remind you of your strength. Some people remind you of your fears. Choose those who support your growth. Choose those who inspire your courage. Choose those who respect your journey. Your environment shapes your genius more than you realize. Protecting your mind also means protecting your attention. Your attention is your most valuable resource. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention goes to distractions, your progress slows. If your attention goes to fear, your confidence fades. If your attention goes to purpose, your path becomes clear. If your attention goes to growth, your genius expands. You must choose what you allow your mind to focus on. Do not give your time to things that make you feel small. Do not give your focus to voices that make you doubt yourself. Do not give your energy to habits that keep you stuck. Instead, give your attention to learning. Give your attention to ideas that inspire you. Give your attention to goals that excite you. Give your attention to dreams that feel true to your heart. Another part of protecting your mind is protecting your self-talk. Your inner voice speaks to you every day. It can be soft or harsh. It can lift you or break you. It can encourage you or stop you. Your inner voice has great power. Treat it with kindness. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love. Tell yourself you are capable. Tell yourself you are improving. Tell yourself you deserve growth and success. Your inner genius rises when you choose compassionate self-talk. Protecting your mind also means giving it rest. A tired mind cannot think clearly. A tired mind cannot create freely. A tired mind cannot handle challenges with strength. Rest renews your genius. Rest clears your thoughts. Rest makes space for new ideas. Give yourself moments of silence. Give yourself time away from noise. Give yourself permission to slow down. A calm mind becomes a powerful mind. Your mind also needs inspiration to stay alive. Inspiration feeds your inner genius. You can find inspiration in many places. Through books, through learning, through nature, through conversations, through creativity, through reflection. Every moment of inspiration strengthens your mental world. When you protect your mind, you create a safe place for your genius to grow. You give yourself permission to rise. You give your ideas the space they need. You give your dreams the energy they deserve. Your inner genius needs a strong mental environment to reach its full power. This chapter is your reminder that your mind is precious. It is your responsibility to guard it. It is your responsibility to nurture it. It is your responsibility to guide it toward truth, strength, and clarity. When you take care of your mind, your genius becomes unstoppable. In the next chapter, we explore imagination. Because once your mind is protected, it becomes ready to dream bigger. and your imagination is the place where your genius takes flight. Chapter 8. Feed your imagination. Your imagination is the doorway to your inner genius. It is the space where ideas are born. It is the garden where creativity grows. It is the bridge between what exists and what could exist. Everything created by humanity began first in someone's imagination. Every invention, every story, every solution, every transformation. Your imagination is not a childish tool. It is a powerful force that shapes your life. When you feed your imagination, you feed your potential. You allow your mind to explore. You allow your thoughts to stretch beyond limits. You allow yourself to dream without fear. You allow your inner genius to breathe. But imagination needs nourishment. It fades when ignored. It becomes quiet when neglected. It becomes weak when surrounded by too much routine. To keep your imagination alive, you must give it experiences that inspire curiosity. One way to feed your imagination is through learning. Learning brings new ideas into your mind. It opens doors you did not know existed. It challenges your old beliefs. It gives you fresh perspectives. When you learn something new, your imagination starts working. It begins asking questions. It begins searching for possibilities. It begins creating connections. You can learn through reading. You can learn through listening. You can learn through watching. You can learn through exploring. Every new piece of knowledge becomes fuel for your imagination. It becomes the spark that lights up your inner genius. Another way to feed your imagination is through play. Play is not only for children. Play is a state of mind. It is when you engage with the world without pressure. It is when you allow yourself to be creative without judgment. It is when you experiment freely. Play opens your mind. Play refreshes your energy. Play awakens your creativity. The more you play, the stronger your imagination becomes. Your imagination also grows through observation. When you pay attention to the world around you, you notice patterns. You notice details. You notice emotions. You notice beauty. Observation turns ordinary moments into inspiration. A conversation can spark a new idea. A problem can spark a new solution. A simple walk can spark a creative thought. Your imagination becomes stronger when you stay present. Another powerful way to feed your imagination is silence. Silence gives your mind room to wander. It gives your thoughts space to form. It removes noise. It calms chaos. Your imagination needs moments of stillness to grow. In silence, your genius has space to speak. In silence, your ideas become clear. In silence, your creativity becomes deeper. You can also feed your imagination by surrounding yourself with inspiration. Inspirational people. Inspirational places. Inspirational environments. Your surroundings shape your mental world. If you spend time with people who dream, you begin to dream. If you spend time in spaces that spark creativity, you feel more alive. If you surround yourself with beauty and curiosity, your imagination expands naturally. Another important part of feeding your imagination is letting go of fear. Fear limits your ideas. Fear tells you your dreams are impossible. Fear makes your imagination small. Fear blocks creativity. To unlock your full genius, you must give yourself permission to imagine freely. You must allow yourself to think big. You must allow yourself to be bold. You must allow yourself to explore possibilities without judging them too soon. Your imagination becomes powerful when you trust it. Trust the ideas that appear. Trust the thoughts that excite you. Trust the visions that feel true to your heart. Your inner genius communicates through imagination. It sends messages through your creative visions. It shows you glimpses of your potential. Do not ignore these whispers. Feeding your imagination also involves reflection. Reflection helps you understand yourself. It helps you connect your experiences with your dreams. It helps you notice your inner patterns. When you reflect, your imagination becomes more grounded. You begin imagining not only what is possible, but also what is meaningful. You can reflect through writing. You can reflect through journaling. You can reflect through conversations. You can reflect through quiet thinking. Reflection helps your imagination move from random ideas to purposeful ideas. Your imagination is one of your greatest tools. It allows you to see beyond your current situation. It allows you to create a vision for your future. It allows you to discover ideas that your logical mind cannot see yet. Every great change begins with imagination. This chapter invites you to feed your imagination with intention. Give it knowledge. Give it inspiration. Give it silence. Give it curiosity. Give it courage. The more you nourish it, the more your inner genius awakens. In the next chapter, we explore the importance of your environment. Because once your imagination is alive, you must surround yourself with people and places that help this creative energy grow stronger. Chapter 9. Surround yourself with growth. Your environment plays a powerful role in shaping your inner genius. It influences your thoughts. It influences your emotions. It influences your actions. It influences your dreams. Even the strongest inner genius can shrink in an environment that does not support growth. And even a small spark of potential can become a bright flame in a healthy environment. Surrounding yourself with growth means choosing the people, places, and habits that lift you higher. It means creating a world around you that matches the world you want to build inside you. Your environment is like the soil around a plant. If the soil is rich, the plant grows. If the soil is dry, the plant struggles. Your inner genius needs rich soil. It needs support. It needs inspiration. It needs energy that helps it rise. The first part of building a growth environment is choosing the right people. People can inspire you or drain you. They can encourage you or discourage you. They can expand your dreams or shrink your confidence. You must pay attention to how people make you feel. If someone makes you doubt your abilities, that energy affects your genius. If someone constantly complains, that negativity enters your mind. If someone believes in your potential, that belief becomes fuel. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow. People who celebrate your progress. People who support your dreams. People who speak with honesty and kindness. The second part of your environment is the space you live in. Your physical space affects your mind more than you realize. A cluttered space creates a cluttered mind. A calm space creates a calm mind. A creative space sparks creative thoughts. You do not need a perfect room. You simply need a space that feels supportive. A space where your mind can breathe. A space where your ideas feel welcome. A space that reflects your goals. Even small changes can make a big difference. A clean desk, a peaceful corner, a little inspiration on the wall. These details shape your mental world. The third part of surrounding yourself with growth is choosing the right habits. Habits are the invisible architecture of your life. They create patterns. They create momentum. They create stability. Good habits nourish your inner genius. Bad habits weaken it. Choose habits that add value to your mind. Choose learning. Choose reflection. Choose movement. Choose rest. Choose gratitude. When your habits support growth, your environment becomes stronger. The fourth part is choosing what you consume mentally. Your mind absorbs everything you watch, hear, and read. If you consume negativity, your thoughts become negative. If you consume inspiration, your thoughts become bold. If you consume wisdom, your thoughts become deep. Be intentional with what you allow into your mind. Choose content that lifts your spirit. Choose stories that show possibility. Choose knowledge that expands your vision. Your inner genius becomes sharper when your mind receives high-quality fuel. Another powerful part of your environment is your routines. Routines reduce chaos. Routines create structure. Routines help your mind feel safe. When your mind feels safe, it becomes more creative. When your life has a rhythm, your genius has room to grow. A morning routine can set your mood. An evening routine can calm your mind. A weekly routine can keep your goals clear. You do not need strict rules. You need gentle consistency. Surrounding yourself with growth also means removing what holds you back. Sometimes you must distance yourself from unhelpful voices. Sometimes you must let go of old habits. Sometimes you must say no to people who drain your energy. Sometimes you must protect your peace, Growth requires courage. It requires choosing what is right for your future rather than what is comfortable in the present. When you build a growth environment, you give your inner genius a powerful advantage. You create space for your ideas to rise. You create conditions where your confidence can expand. You create support around you that makes your journey smoother. Growth becomes easier. Possibility becomes clearer. Your genius becomes louder. This chapter is your reminder that you do not grow alone. You grow with your surroundings. Make your surroundings a place where your genius can breathe freely. Make them a place where you feel inspired. Make them a place that supports your best self. In the next chapter, we explore the power of taking action even when fear stands in your way. Because once your environment supports you, the next step is learning to move forward with courage. Chapter 10. Take action. Even when you are afraid, every person feels fear. Fear is natural. Fear is human. Fear appears when you stand at the edge of change. Fear appears when you dream bigger than your past. Fear appears when you try something new. Most people wait for fear to disappear before they take action. But fear does not go away by waiting. Fear becomes stronger when you stay still. Fear becomes louder when you delay your dreams. Your inner genius becomes weaker when fear takes control. The truth is simple and powerful. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action taken in the presence of fear. Every great achievement in history was born from someone who was scared, but they moved anyway. They took a step even when their heart was shaking. They trusted the path even when the outcome was unclear. Your inner genius grows the moment you choose courage over comfort. Fear often wears many faces. Sometimes it is the fear of failure. Sometimes it is the fear of judgment. Sometimes it is the fear of not being good enough. These fears whisper lies. They tell you to stay small. They tell you to avoid risk. They tell you that your dreams are too big. But the voice of your inner genius tells a different story. It tells you that you are capable. It tells you that you are stronger than you think. It tells you that you were made to rise beyond your limits. When fear appears, do not run away. Sit with it. Listen to it. Understand it. Fear often shows you what matters the most. Fear points you toward your growth. Fear highlights the places where your genius is ready to expand. The more you face fear, the more your courage develops. The more you take action, the quieter fear becomes. Action is the key that unlocks your inner genius. An idea without action remains a dream. A talent without action stays hidden. A passion without action fades into silence. Action turns thoughts into reality. Action turns desire into progress. Action turns uncertainty into confidence. You become stronger with every step you take. You become wiser with every attempt you make. You become braver with every challenge you face. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Perfection is a trap. Life never arranges itself exactly the way you want. Opportunities appear when you move. Paths open when you take steps. Doors unlock when you show willingness. Progress begins when you say yes to action. Start small if you must. A tiny step is still movement. A small effort still pushes you forward. A simple decision can change everything. What matters is not the size of the step. What matters is the direction of your heart. Every little action teaches your inner genius to trust you. Every little action builds inner momentum. Every little action shapes a greater future. Sometimes fear will tell you that you are not ready. But readiness comes from doing. Sometimes fear will say you do not have enough skill. But skill comes from learning. Sometimes fear will tell you to wait for the right moment. But the right moment is created through action. Your genius becomes alive when you begin, before you feel ready. When you take action despite fear, something magical happens. Your mind expands. Your belief grows. Your courage strengthens. You begin to see new possibilities. You discover abilities you did not know you had. You realize that fear was only a shadow that disappears the moment you step into the light. Your inner genius does not rise through wishful thinking. It rises through brave action. It rises through commitment. It rises through forward movement. Even if you stumble, even if you fail, even if you doubt yourself along the way, every step forward becomes a message to your inner genius. A message that says you are ready to grow. A message that says you are strong enough to try. A message that says you will not let fear be the ruler of your life. Remember this truth. Fear may stand in front of you, but courage stands inside you. Courage is quieter than fear, but it is deeper, it is stronger, it is wiser, and it belongs to you. This chapter invites you to move even when fear tries to stop you. Take one brave step today. Take one brave step tomorrow. Keep moving until courage becomes natural. Keep moving until your inner genius becomes unstoppable. In the next chapter, we explore the beauty of trusting your own journey. You will learn how your path does not need to look like anyone else's path. You will understand the strength of walking with confidence in your own rhythm. Chapter 11. Trust your unique path. Every person is born with a different story, a different rhythm, a different type of genius. The world often tells you to follow a fixed path. It tells you to follow what others are doing. It tells you to match the speed of everyone around you. But your inner genius does not grow in comparison. It grows in authenticity. It grows when you honor the journey that belongs only to you. Your unique path is shaped by your experiences. It is shaped by your values. It is shaped by your strengths. It is shaped by your dreams. No one else has lived your exact life. No one else carries your exact calling. No one else sees the world through your eyes. This truth makes your journey irreplaceable. It makes your purpose meaningful. It makes your path sacred. When you compare your life with others, you lose sight of your own direction. Comparison weakens your inner genius. It creates doubt. It creates confusion. It creates unnecessary pressure. You begin to think you are behind. You begin to think others are better. You begin to think your dreams are too small or too slow. But there is no behind. There is no ahead. There is only your pace, your growth, your unfolding. Your inner genius needs space to express itself. That space comes from trusting your unique journey. Trust that your timing is right for you. Trust that the lessons you face are shaping you. Trust that every challenge is building the strength you need. Trust that every delay is guiding you toward deeper wisdom. Trust that every detour is part of the path, not outside of it. Sometimes your path will feel slow. Sometimes it will feel unclear. Sometimes it will feel lonely. These moments are not signs of failure. They are signs of transformation. They are signs that you are becoming someone new, a version of yourself that your inner genius has been calling you to become. Trusting your path also means trusting your choices, even the ones that did not turn out the way you hoped. Every choice teaches you something. Every choice reveals who you are becoming. Every choice adds depth to your journey. Your mistakes do not erase your path. They refine it. They sharpen your direction. They strengthen your wisdom. Your inner genius thrives when you stop forcing your life to look like someone else's story. You are not meant to be a copy. You are meant to be a creator of your own truth, your own meaning, your own destiny. When you walk your path with confidence, people around you begin to feel inspired. Not because you tried to impress them, but because authenticity naturally shines. Authenticity naturally attracts. Authenticity naturally empowers. The world rewards speed. Your inner genius rewards depth. The world praises loud achievements. Your inner genius grows in silent breakthroughs. The world pushes you to rush. Your inner genius invites you to trust. Trusting your unique path means embracing patience. Patience with yourself. Patience with your growth. Patience with the unfolding of your purpose. Growth cannot be forced. Wisdom cannot be rushed. Transformation cannot be pushed out of its natural timing. You are evolving exactly as you should. You are learning exactly what you need to learn. You are becoming exactly who you are meant to be. There will be moments when you doubt your direction. Moments when the path feels foggy. Moments when all you can see is the step in front of you. These moments are sacred. They teach you to rely on your inner compass. They teach you to trust your intuition. They teach you that you do not need to see the entire road to keep walking. Your path is not supposed to look like anyone else's. Your journey is not supposed to match someone else's timing. You are allowed to move slower. You are allowed to change directions. You are allowed to evolve in ways others do not understand. This is your life, your adventure, your unfolding. Your inner genius knows the way. Even when you doubt yourself, it guides you quietly. It pushes you forward gently. It whispers the truth when you feel lost. Trust your path with your whole heart. It will take you exactly where you are meant to go. It will lead you to people who will lift you. It will lead you to opportunities that fit your soul. It will lead you to growth that feels natural. It will lead you to moments of clarity that change everything. In the next chapter, you will discover how your genius becomes even brighter when you share it. Your light becomes stronger when you offer it to others. Your gifts become meaningful when they touch the world. Chapter 12. Share your light with the world. Your inner genius is not meant to stay hidden. It is meant to shine. It is meant to touch others. It is meant to inspire. It is meant to make the world a little brighter than it was before you arrived. Every person carries a unique light. A light made of experiences, lessons, strengths, and dreams. When you choose to share this light, your life expands. Your purpose deepens. Your confidence grows. Many people fear sharing their gifts. They worry they are not good enough. They worry others will judge them. They worry their voice will not matter. But your voice matters because it is yours. Your story matters because no one else has lived it. Your light matters because someone out there needs exactly what you have to offer. Sharing your inner genius does not always mean doing something grand. It can be simple. Small acts of kindness. Sharing an idea. Helping someone through a challenge. Teaching something you know well. Expressing your creativity. Supporting a friend. Starting a meaningful conversation. These small actions create powerful ripples. Your light grows stronger every time you use it. When you share your gifts, you give others permission to do the same. You become a mirror that reflects their own potential. You become a reminder that it is safe to shine. This is how inspiration spreads. Not through perfection, but through authenticity. Through courage, through honesty. Your inner genius becomes more alive when you express it. Keeping your talents locked inside creates heaviness. It creates frustration. It creates a feeling of being stuck. But the moment you share your light, the heaviness lifts. Energy begins to move. Ideas begin to flow. Confidence begins to rise. Sharing your light also teaches you about yourself. You discover strengths you did not know you had. You learn how your gifts affect others. You see the value you bring to the world. You realize your presence has meaning. You realize your actions create impact. You realize your light is not small at all. Sometimes sharing your light means stepping outside your comfort zone. Growth often requires boldness. It requires expression. It requires showing up even when you are uncertain. It requires trusting that your contribution matters. Even if only one person feels helped by your presence, your light has served its purpose. You do not need to be perfect to inspire others. You only need to be real. Real in your efforts. Real in your kindness. Real in your expression. When you show your true self, people feel safe to show theirs. This is the beauty of shared humanity. We grow together by being open, not by pretending to be flawless. The world is full of people hiding their gifts, hiding their creativity, hiding their passion, hiding their ideas. But imagine the world if everyone allowed their inner light to shine. Imagine the innovation. Imagine the compassion. Imagine the depth of connection. Imagine the transformation. The world needs your light because it completes a piece of the larger picture. Sharing your light does not drain you. It energizes you. It aligns you with your purpose. It fills your heart with meaning. When you give from your true self, you never lose anything. You expand. You evolve. You become more of who you were always meant to be. Your light becomes a guide for someone who feels lost. It becomes hope for someone who feels tired. It becomes strength for someone who feels weak. It becomes inspiration for someone who feels stuck. You never know who is watching you quietly. You never know who is encouraged by your courage. You never know whose life might change because you chose to shine. Your inner genius is not a secret to protect. It is a gift to express. The more you share, the more it grows. The more you express, the more your purpose becomes clear. The more you shine, the more you light the path for others. You are here for a reason. Your life is not an accident. Your gifts are not random. Your journey has shaped you so that you can illuminate something important in this world. Sharing your light is not just an act of giving. It is an act of becoming. Becoming your fullest self, your truest self, your brightest self. As this chapter closes, your journey returns inward once more. Because the final chapter of this book reminds you of a powerful truth. The truth that everything you have been searching for has always lived inside you. Your inner genius was never missing. It was simply waiting for your recognition. In the conclusion, you will discover the final message. The message that brings your entire journey into a single realization. Conclusion. You have walked through a journey of discovery. You have explored your thoughts, your strengths, and your hidden abilities. You have learned to trust yourself a little more. You have understood that your inner genius is not something you gain from the outside. It is something you uncover from within. Your genius has always lived inside you. It was there when you doubted yourself. It was there when you felt unsure. It was there when fear tried to hold you back. It was there even when you could not see it. Your genius is not a moment of luck. Your genius is the truth of who you are. Throughout this journey, you have learned powerful steps. You discovered the strength hidden within you. Learn to believe in your abilities. You awakened your curiosity. You followed what makes you come alive. You practiced with consistency. You embraced failures as lessons. You protected your mind. You fed your imagination. You surrounded yourself with growth. You took action even when fear stood in your way. You trusted your unique path. You shared your light with the world. Each step brought you closer to the brightest version of yourself. Now you stand at a new beginning, not the end of a book. The beginning of your transformation. The beginning of living with awareness. The beginning of walking with confidence. The beginning of expressing your gifts freely. Your inner genius is not a destination. It is a way of living. It is a mindset. It is a daily choice. A choice to show up. A choice to grow. A choice to believe in your possibilities. You do not have to wait for permission. You do not have to wait for perfection. You do not have to wait for the right moment. You are ready right now. You have everything you need within you. Remember this truth as you move forward. Your mind is powerful. Your heart is wise. Your spirit is capable. Your dreams are meaningful. Your journey is sacred. You are not ordinary. You are not small. You are not limited. You carry a genius that belongs only to you. A genius shaped by your story. A genius guided by your purpose. A genius that becomes clearer every time you trust yourself. Let this be your reminder. Whenever you feel lost, return to yourself. Whenever you feel afraid, return to courage. Whenever you feel stuck, return to your curiosity. Whenever you feel doubtful, return to your truth. Your inner genius is not far away. It is not hiding. It is not silent. It is alive. It is growing. It is waiting for you to use it. Go forward with confidence. Go forward with courage. Go forward with clarity. Go forward knowing that your genius walks with you. Every step, every moment, every chapter of your life. Your journey does not end here. It begins here. The genius is already inside you. It always has been.